코러스트가 무료 배포 중입니다. 모듈레이션 꿀템이에요. 보컬, 기타, 드럼 등에 걸고 사용하면 좋습니다. 인텐시티, 위드를 메인으로 조작하면 돼요. 간단한 조작으로 훨씬 풍부하고 꽉 찬 사운드를 만들 수 있습니다. 무료 배포는 6월 15일까지고 윈도우, 맥 전부 지원해요. 다운받는 법은 다운로드 나우를 누르고 영원 결제 후 받아서 사용하면 됩니다. 네오버브가 70% 할인 중입니다. 리버브 꿀템이에요. 간단한 조작으로 다양한 공간감을 만들 수 있습니다. 자동 미싱 기능도 들어있어 초보자분들에게 강추해요. 보컬, 기타, 드럼 등에 사용하면 좋습니다. 결과물 퀄리티 또한 상당히 좋아요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
Dark.
Remember when I tried to get you back? I closed my eyes and made a deal.
And finally clean.
Remember when I tried to get you back? I closed my eyes and made a deal. I never lose myself again like that.
And from here, once we have our sound, I'm going to hit next to get me over the hump of basically crafting a nest out for these vocals and making sure that they don't drown out, the reverb doesn't drown out the whole mix. And what it's going to do is use two EQs. One, to make sure that the dry signal has no strident or harsh frequencies that are being sent into the reverb. And then it's going to listen to the reverb EQ of the tail, compare it against the dry, and listen for any masking, and control that masking and carve out space such that the source is articulate and, again, not muddy and soupy.
Remember when I tried to get you back? I closed my eyes and made a deal. I never lose myself again like that. Don't feel so bad.
So you can see here the two EQs now have
컴플리트 14 셀렉트가 50% 할인 중입니다. 곡 작업에 필요한 다양한 사운드가 들어있어요. 신스, 피아노, EP, 베이스 등 초보자분들에게 꼭 필요한 악기와 이펙터가 많아요. 익스펜션 악기들도 추가되어 더욱 다양한 장르를 만들 수 있습니다. 힙합, R&B 하시는 분들에게 강추해요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
That one's monophonic. You can have sequenced lines. So lots of interesting sounds that you can make with this. I'm going to go to the categories. So here are pianos. They're not real pianos. This is all synthesis. Remember that. Now, you're bound to find one that is inspiring or that sounds great to your ears. Some of these are, in my opinion, are throwaways. I wouldn't use every single one. Let's listen to the organs.
웨이스 MM-1이 60% 할인 중입니다. 마스터링 꿀템이에요. 음악 올릴 때 좋습니다. 고마운트, 리미터, 게인 등을 조작해 원하는 레벨을 만들 수 있어요. 최종 레벨을 깔끔하게 올릴 수 있습니다. 마스터링 힘드신 분들에게 강추해요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
For
For the loud style, let's apply it to the electric guitar bus for some dynamic glue. In this example, I'm first going to exaggerate my amount. Now let's mix some dry signal back in by rocking the parallel mix knob back and forth until it sounds just right. When you want more dynamic energy out of a bus or a track, the punch style is great. Listen to how it brings more life out of our drums.
DA1이 50% 할인 중입니다. 새로 나온 신스 쿨템이에요. 80년대 아날로그 신스를 요즘 느낌으로 재해석한 악기예요. 500개 이상의 프리셋과 오실레이터, 필터 등 다양한 이펙트도 내장되어 있습니다. 트렌디한 스타일을 원하시는 분들에게 강추해요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
If you assign the LFO to the filter cutoff, you can, for example, create classic wobble bass lines. Sync the LFO to lock the bass line to the beat. As with the original instrument, the modulation depth decreases as you turn up the rate, which can be used for various effects. We've also included an easy-to-use sidechain feature that can help clean up the mix or create dynamic ducking effects. Route an external signal, like a kick drum, to the sidechain input of the plugin. BA1's sound output will now duck whenever the external sound comes in. With no external signal present, sidechain will automatically run in a 4-to-the-floor pattern. By default, sidechain effect
마스터마인드가 50% 할인 중입니다. 마스터링 꿀템이에요. 마스터링 토탈 솔루션 플러그인입니다. EQ, 리미터 등의 이펙트가 내장되어 있어 쉽고 빠르게 마스터링을 할 수 있게 도와줘요. 매치 기능으로 손쉽게 EQ도 할 수 있습니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
This will probably be mostly familiar to those of you who've done mastering in the past, but there are some really unique features that make it so much easier than it typically is. So I'll go through these and we can master the track together. So the first feature that I want to go over is this matching section. So what this can do is analyze a different track, a source track, and adjust the EQ curve of your targeted track to match the source track. So if we turn on the matching, I'm going to start it down at 0 because we can kind of go up and see how it sounds. But I'm going to first analyze the source track. So what I did was I dragged in a different